Oh, hi.
Oh, hello.
Good evening and welcome back to another exciting episode of You've Already Peaked Gaming Podcast, featuring your hosts, Locarthemanbeast, the DjLobsterDust, and the infamous, the indisputed, the Rat King.
We decided we saw how popular Sean was, and this will be the episode where I pass the torch along.
No, please.
So I get the fuck out of here.
Where you pass the torch off.
Well, hello,
like
welcome
stuck
in.
with him.
It's like that Heath Ledger movie, Sin Eater. Like one of them has to die to make another.
How we
Oh
doing, boys?
man, we are doing fucking very good right now.
Especially after delaying this thing by what, like 4 hours?
Yeah,
Yeah, literally.
yeah, literally.
Well,
well, we
3.
said 6, right? We did say 6 earlier
Yeah,
today.
he was off at 5, so.
Off at 5, moved it to 6, went to 9. So hey, man, real quick before we get going, happy birthday, brother!
Happy birthday, Sean!
Wait, what? When? Thank you?
I was in a group chat today and somebody's all, happy birthday. And I was like, yeah, happy birthday, Dave. And everybody's all, oh, fucking Dave, I didn't know it was your birthday. I just fucking misdirected real quick.
Oh, man. Feels good. Did you get anything good for your birthday?
I got new speakers for my car,
Yeah.
which is sick because they just sounded like shit. That's like the first thing I said. Like, I was like, oh, okay, like new car. Like, turn on the radio and like the sound, you know, when like everything just starts to like at a certain point, like it like blends together. Yep. Like you have to turn down the bass because it already is like rattling the fucking like the speakers, like they're gonna like blow.
Yep.
And I was like, man, like that's like the one like thing I want in a car,
yeah,
you know, like
100%.
For how much like podcasts I listen to, how much music, like just make the drive a little
needs
enjoyable.
To be semi quality. Yeah.
What kind of speakers did you get? Is it like JBL, Bose, Infinity?
It's called Focals, Focal, but I think he called them Focals, and they are. I could have gone like JBL and stuff, but then I would have had to put like individual amps in the doors and stuff. So I just went with this because it was like the highest performance I can get without buying extra amps for each speaker and rerouting them through. Did
you run a full system? You got a sub in the trunk?
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. That's what's up.
The sub is a Rockford Fosgate.
Oh, very nice.
And has its own like little amp and shit too.
Very good.
Yeah.
I think we said that last time. I was a little intoxicated when we were talking about it because I think that's how Blapstar came up in the conversation. But yeah. Let's do some hood rat shit. Let's come rolling with. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not an Acura.
This is how you know that I'm getting old. My girl's like, oh man, I want to hear him. So I was like, okay, get in the car, and we start like driving away. She's like, where are you going? I was like, we're not just gonna fucking.
Yeah, you don't sit in the driveway.
Turn up the fucking subs in the driveway. She's like, why not? I was like, the neighbors of it. Remember that little shithead that used to drive through here thumping his bass and fucking like I'm just trying to watch a movie and I hear him just yep. And then as soon as I said that, I was like, man, I'm getting old. You goddamn kids, turn down your music.
Throw on those shorts and it'll start mowing your lawn. Hey Frank, how's it going?
The ones where they kind of come up
fucking New Balance.
The New Balance. Exactly.
New Balance with the fucking white socks pulled up as high as they can go.
Lacrosse polo.
Yeah.
Tucked into
braided
your
leather belt.
Braided leather belt.
No.
Now, do you go pleated fronts or do you go khaki cargo shorts?
Khaki cargos. Khaki cargo.
Cargos, yeah.
Khaki cargos. And then
what kind of freight you carrying in those cargos, bud?
The question is, do you have a quality fanny pack or do you just have a throwaway? Are you trying to be over the top or are you just trying to have something?
I've got like 10 fanny packs in my closet.
Nice.
No lie.
We had.
I've got.
Didn't we
Where'd
get
you
one?
get
We got one from TwitchCon.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I have like, I went through like a weird fanny pack phase. I got one that's got like a little like radio in it and like a beer holder on the side. But then I also have like different like designer-ish ones.
Gucci.
Oh my God, Louis Vuitton.
So it's like
fucking
it
fannies.
looks like Louis Vuitton print, but it's made by this company Amphibious Misfits.
Okay.
So it has a holster built into it, so you can just put your fucking Glock in the fanny pack, and you just look like a dork.
Okay, I'm okay
I
with
ran
that.
around with
That's not so
for
bad.
a little bit.
That's not so bad.
Yeah.
Well,
Talk
good.
about sending mixed messages, just like fanny
That's what I'm
pack.
saying. You
Glock.
throw in some New Balances and the braided belt and the fanny pack. Nobody's gonna see that coming.
But you're wearing high socks and like Nike slips.
Not today, Al Qaeda. Yeah.
Oh Christ Almighty! I hope when I get a little bit older than when I am now, I embrace the full on like the crazy old person. Like I want the guy who's like, I want to go to like the store, kind of smell a little bit like piss, you know, just mumble, just a little bit, just for them to be like, I don't think I should have a conversation with that person.
Do you remember that app you pulled up that one day we were working? That's just like how you look like an old man. And you just looked like this grumpy tired.
just shovel eyes sunken back even farther than they naturally are. Like, we took a picture of you, just full fucking white. And you're just like, I look like my uncle.
I was just talking about this to this girl, and I forget like really like the context of how. Oh, it's because I saw a bunch of penises. Like it was just like some dude like was getting on like the bed and like his gown lifted like way the fuck up and his dick was just out. And I was like trying to like get the blanket like off of his feet, but like his feet were catching. And he was doing absolutely nothing he was just kind of like looking back and forth at us, doing nothing to help. And I was like, I don't fucking get it, man. Like you go to a gym, and like at the gym when there's just like that perfect time of the day where it's just a bunch of old dudes and they're all naked, just standing around talking.
Yeah,
they all have like Captain Morgan poses, so their dick's like really out there.
Yeah,
like there's part of me that wants to be like fuck you, everybody. If I had to go through it, so do you, and then just show everybody my dick. But there's other part of me that just doesn't understand like where that came from. Somebody had to perpetuate this for it to just be a repeated cycle of abuse.
It is one of those things. Like, do you remember in high school, like with PE, we would shower after PE, and it's like I think it was like one time my freshman year I showered in like boxers or something like that, and they were just like, "You're a fucking weirdo." And ever since then, I was like, "All right, fuck it, I'll just be naked then."
No, okay, but like you shower, but you put your shit on. It's not like you're walking around like talking to people like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Like fucking flopping your fucking dick at them. Like these old men are just like, it's like they go to the gym and they rip off their shit and then just pose, and somehow they have the flexibility to get their like head behind their fucking. I don't get it. You put your shit on. If you're naked for a second, cool.
Some people are naturally showmen, though. I remember, speaking of high school,
we found the fucking guy. We found the guy that's gonna do it.
Sean's like, why don't you come to the gym with me?
I don't remember this guy's name. For the life of me, I wish I could. But like, we're finished with gym class, and he just comes in and he ruffles in his gym bag, and he just pulls out this thing of L'Oreal, and he slams it on top of the fucking tile counter. And we're all just like, okay, dude, what? Strips down, butt ass naked. And he's like, I'm testing out those commercials. And you remember those early aughts L'Oreal commercials with the herbal orgasm?
Mm-hmm.
He's just in the shower. Like the gym teacher comes around, he's like, doesn't say a word, just slinks back into his office.
Was it Coach Perry? Was that his name?
I think
there
were so many. Like I remember one of them got like fired or something.
Do you remember your graduating year? The fucking student president, Tom
Brady.
Yeah, sure. But whoever the student president was, I had PE with him. So he was a year older than me or whatever. I remember this like sophomore year in high school. We're standing taking a shower and he's like, "Hey Trevor," and I turn and I look and he's like, "Check it out." I'm like, "What?" And he just from on the other side of that wall, remember that little fucking half wall, pisses and just fucking hits me in the face with it.
Oh no!
Butt ass naked, hop the fucking shower and just start fucking whacking him in the head. Coach Perry then runs in and is like separating two naked dudes, and it's like, "What is going on? She's pissed off me. You're in the shower. Wash it off." I was fucking like, ever since then, I was like, "Man, I'll take the shower in the corner. Oh my god, everybody, keep your hand off your dick, man." Like, and now I shower with the door closed by myself. You know,
some true Ender's Game shit going on there.
I don't know what he was like. Oh, she's like, "Come on, bro, it's just a shower." I'm like, "You're a fucking weirdo, dude. Like, you're a fucking weirdo. Like, that's not something you do to normal people."
We had this weird phase where I don't know if it was caused from, I'd assume it was Jackass, but you would come back from PE, everybody get ready to go shower, and if you came around the corner and you saw a Gatorade bottle just like sitting in the row of lockers, you just got the fuck out of the way because somebody pissed in that Gatorade bottle and they were about to punt it with the top open at whoever came around that corner first. And I can't tell you how many times I was like, "Oh shit," like, "Oh," and like the very next person was just covered.
What a fucked situation, man.
And I can't remember. It was always the same kid too, and I can't remember who the fuck it was. But like, he never got in trouble for it. It happened like daily. Oh man,
I fucking hate high school, man. I'm so glad we don't have.
I miss it.
No, never say that. Never say that. Oh
no, I was. Damn, homie. In high school, you was a man, homie.
What the fuck happened to us? Oh man.
No, I don't want to go back to that.
It's some of the best times, though. Some of the fucking best times. I
had
hair.
Yeah. I was wearing eyeliner back in the day. And I used to hang out with Sean a lot. I'd wear eyeliner and I'd follow him around. "Hey man, what's going on? What are you doing?" He's like, "The fuck is happening?"
Oh my god, I just was suddenly reminded of how you and I fucking met in drama class. Do we gotta share that story? Do we gotta tell that?
Yeah, man.
Fuck. I was such a cunt.
What was that what's that Dan Marino line? The kick heard around the world? Yeah, Sean was a little feisty little bastard back in the day.
Yeah. So I guess I'll start the story off. Like, we met in drama class, and I was just a little shitbag. I didn't want to be there. Like, I got randomly put in there as an elective. And so the very first day of drama class, the teacher's just like pointing around the room, and he's just like, "I just want everyone to tell me why they're taking this class and what they hope to gain from it," you know? And everyone was like, what were some of the answers? Just like,
I don't know. The girls were always the funniest part. Like, "I'm just trying to figure out a sense of who I am and experience acting." It's like, shut the fuck up, move on with yourself, whatever. Some people were like,
experience acting.
Yeah, I've heard that
class reveals where you're gonna figure this out.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and so like it's like, you know, some people are like, you know, "I've heard this class is real fun and it's energetic and it's like a great elective class to kind of like allow me to be free and open and blah 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 blah." So there's a range of different options of people coming in, but most of them are all just like, "We're just really excited to be here and see what this is all about." Fucking gets a Sean. Sean is in the back row, like in the top, in the fucking shadows, and he's like, "And what about you?" And like Sean like comes through the fucking shadows up front and is like, "I fucking hate drama and drama kids." Like, we're just all like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "I got put here by accident."
"I don't want to be here. I'm actively trying to transfer. I think it's a waste of time." And it's like, I went on this like 2-3 minute tirade.
Just fucking went at it. Like, and all the other people who were talking was like everything seems so much better than
what
fucking,
a cocksucker.
What a cocksucker. And it was just like, you're a real piece of shit. Tomei's like, "Okay, well, everybody's here for different reasons. Hopefully we can kind of convince you to maybe like stick around." And what'd you say to him? You won't. So, all right.
And so this is like 2-3 weeks after that.
Yeah, if that. Yeah.
Yeah, not even. Yeah, probably like 2 or 3 days, I should
Yeah,
say.
I think it was like a week later.
And it's like for some reason, there's this big wooden platform in the middle of the drama room where they held the plays, and there was a couch on there where a couple of the girls were sitting. So I'm literally like laying just on the floor, arms back, like talking to the girls on the couch, kind of shooting the shit.
Smooth.
Yeah, doing the smooth thing. And yeah, it was smooth.
It worked. Yeah,
I think it was Alexa.
Until,
it was Marcy. Somebody else was on there.
and I think Chloe.
And maybe Chloe, yeah.
And because Dark Horse, at that point in time, until this moment. So Trevor comes in from outside, late to class, probably coked out of his mind at this point.
Blasted. I'd left first period and then came back for drama, which was directly after lunch. So I get back to the campus and I'm walking down to the classroom and I'm like, yeah, all right, here we go. Come into the drama room, say hi to a couple people. I said hi to Greg and Jillian. I turn the corner and there's Sean just perfectly laying with his legs like spread on the ground, talking to these girls, not even noticing. And I was like, oh, fucking full sprint and just swung kick in between his legs. And Sean just slides across the drama floor like 10 feet.
It just like in my head like bounces. The only thing that stops me was the fucking couch. I like bounce into the couch, and it's like it's that Peter Griffin thing where it's just like. It's like,
and so I kick Sean. I'm like, hey man, how you doing? And then I leave. And I go and do something else. And I'm talking to Colton or something at that point in time.
And by the time I recover, there is no emotion but rage. There is no logical thought. It's pure monkey brain at that point. And so in the drama room for a dozen different plays, there is this big antique coat rack that just looked like it was like a set of antlers. This thing was enormous.
It's huge. It was fucking huge. And heavy.
Like a fucking Elden Ring weapon.
I swear to God, Sean went full Hulk mode. Like, gamma radiation was up that day. Because, like, first off, that thing is fucking heavy to move around. And he comes out, like, battle axe swinging it. Like, he's out for blood. And it's missing me. And you hear, like, the... and Sean is in full death mode right there. Like, he's coming for blood.
And you don't help it because you're drugged out. You're like, I'm
just dodging and laughing.
And like the teacher comes out of his office, sees this scene, and he's like, and walks back into his office and sends a TA out to deal with it.
Yep. Shut us down. And then the next day, Tomei was like, hey, you guys seem like you really like one another. You're going to do a bunch of one acts. You're now partners for the rest of fucking the semester.
Yes.
Yep.
And so and I think the only reason we're friends now is because of how you broke the ice with that initial frustration. We sit down, I'm kind of glowering at him, and he's like, what's your dick size?
Sean goes, hard or soft? I'm like, gives a shit if it's soft. The girls in our group were just like, what the fuck do we have to deal with?
Can we not be?
Yeah, can we anyone, please?
Literally anywhere else, please.
Two very unhealthy individuals.
Yeah, that was an event. Because it was one of those things like, man, remember when you kicked me across the ground? It's like, oh yeah, I did do that.
Still sterile, actually.
Yeah, thank God. That's a plus.
You're welcome, world.
Yeah. Imagine the Rat King having children. Fucking coming out of the walls. It's an infestation.
Buford, get back in there.
The childs aren't even like born naturally. It's just like the wife's stomach just Rat King, and he's just yes, another prodigy.
Just wondering why there's cheese and peanut butter all over the place. It's to collect my children.
Oh man,
Fuck.
Good old times, man. Bringing back the old school. I can't. It was so funny. We were talking about that the other night when we went out drinking, like how like we used to do dumb shit like to people all the time. Because Will did a fucking nipple flick to Cliff. You know, like one of those like, Cliff was like, Jesus Christ, like I haven't had that shit happen to me since high school.
Yeah.
And then people brought up sticking your finger in the like in your armpit, or they jab you in your armpit or whatever, and we're like, God, that hasn't happened in a while. And like it was funny because we're all standing in a group, right? It's like a bunch of us, and like Mike and Marie are like kind of opposite from one another. We're all standing in this circle saying goodbye. And I was like, you know what? I'm just fucking so happy that we got out of that bullshit. I was like, because I could not do another sack tap in my life. And you just knew the fucking Nom flashback happened. Every guy that was in the circle just took 2 steps back from everybody.
Yeah.
That was the sign. Man, I really couldn't do that. It was so funny. It's like, oh, no. I'm not swinging. I'm just saying. I'm glad we can't do that no more.
Oh, yeah. I just got not really like kicked in the nuts, but my girl like rolled over and her foot just like happened to fall right there. But I mean, it was like that perfect, like the arch of her, like where her foot comes down just met perfectly, and it just like crushed both testicles and shaft. And I was like, she's like, I'm sorry. No, just when like you feel it go up and it's pushing on your diaphragm and your stomach's nauseous and you're just like, shut there, Sean. What the fuck was that? We're talking about nuts and dicks and getting squashed, and you're just shoveling something in your mouth.
Is that
The McRib is back.
Oh God! Have you seen the videos of them making the McRib?
The Rat King, ladies and gentlemen.
Just barbecue all over his face. Oh man, I've been watching those videos on like Reddit of like, this is how your McRib comes in, and it's just like this frozen shitty fucking patty that's like all stacked and discolored looking.
Yeah.
And they like grill it for a couple minutes and then stick it in a fucking thing of like barbecue sauce warmer, and they just leave it there until it's ready to come out.
Steam it.
Bro, it's so bad. And they're like, yeah, that's what you guys eat every year when it comes back.
Isn't this the last year that they're doing it?
No.
Well, I
They
think
always say that.
yeah.
They
They always
literally
say that, and then they pull a slippery one on the FDA.
yeah.
They do. They throw a punch, they dip, and they're back another year.
It's because they don't classify what the McRib is, right? They're not saying it's a patty, it's not chicken.
Yeah,
They
probably.
just say, you know, it's borderline their McNuggets.
So you're saying this is rib? No, it's a McRib.
It's our concoction.
Undefinable.
It's a little bit of horse meat, some dog, definitely cat.
It's just fucking going to like the McDonald's like plant or whatever, and it's a bunch of scientists and like homunculus fucking creatures. They're just like, that looks edible. Let's cut that off.
It's like a McDonald's worker like falls into the vat, and the people are like, just keep it going. Just keep it going.
All right, 275 to 319. That's gonna be a little goofy, probably a little fatty, but we'll just move it along.
Yeah. Just turn up the speed on that grinder. It'll be fine. It's really just grind them down. So how is it?
Yeah, is it any good?
No, it's like every time I'm like, oh hey, McRib's back. Get one.
I don't think,
Well, I got it.
yeah, I don't think I've ever been a McRib guy. I think
What fucking show was like they were obsessed with McRibs? There's something that I watched at one point, and I feel like it was like maybe like a Family Guy or
there was a Rick and Morty about the Szechuan sauce.
Oh,
not
yeah.
that one.
And that just caused all kinds of issues too. They're like, oh, a couple people be interested in the Szechuan sauce. Fucking.
Nah, the McDonald's off Iron Point was like the closest one, and I don't know how long. And there was a line like wrapped into the Folsom outlets for Szechuan sauce.
Yeah.
And they were like, wait, we didn't expect this. We didn't think it was gonna be like this. It was crazy.
Hell hath no fury like angry nerds.
I don't understand it, and it comes back every year too. And it's like it's the same fucking like everybody's like McRib. It's like it's what? Who gives a shit? Like I don't understand it. I've never understood that. I've never understood the fanatics with fast food restaurants. Except no, wait, I take that back. I'm immediately calling myself a liar here because I lost my shit when Taco Bell stopped serving the Mexican pizza, and the Taco Bell right next to my house just brought it back, and I fucking was like, I have to get it. Let me get a Mexican pizza. Now I haven't had Mexican pizza since before COVID, and like the way the fucking taste and everything, this is the grossest fucking thing I've ever had in my life.
I'll be honest, like it came back and like I'd never had it before, and I let that slip to my coworkers. And they're like, "You gotta go, like, I'll cover you, but just go get a Mexican pizza." I was like, "What the fuck?" And I went there, like, and I got it, and I was like,
"No, they're doing you a disservice. You need to be properly hungover, and that needs to bring you back to life."
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's the thing.
100%.
You can't just go out and just get it for fucking all willy nilly.
And you have to eat it.
Oh, you're hungry and you
have to eat it right then and there. You can't get it and like let it sit.
Like in the drive-through, it still has to be kind of steaming a little bit. When you take a bite, like half of it has to crumble and fall in your fucking lap.
It either
like,
has
that's the experience.
It either has to be eaten like if you get like something with it, like you get a Mexican pizza and a burrito. Mexican pizza goes first, right? Like if you put anything else in your face before the pizza goes in, like it's not good. It's not good.
There's a process.
Yeah. And hungover is a huge thing because I have multiple times just like trying not to die, like just like grabbing like tomatoes just falling.
Yeah, it's always the tomatoes. Oh, they're not even there for flavor. It's just there to fall on you. Like, let's just add this as a hazard. Sprinkle it on top because it's not melted with the cheese or anything. There's like this like melted layer, and then like after it comes out, they sprinkle it. Like I get it, you don't want to like heat up the tomatoes,
sure,
but that means that they don't the cold and the heat. It just like it creates like a layer that it just like slides off as soon as you pull it.
Yeah, you can't eat it with a fork because it ruins the ambiance. Like you literally have to just pull it apart. Yeah. Oh. All right, I bought Modern Warfare.
What the
Did
fuck?
you? Oh man, because I was literally my next point was gonna be so I went to BattleNet to gift Trevor, and it says he's not eligible to receive this.
I bought it.
I was gonna gift it to you because I was like,
we'll pay it forward, gift it to Sean, and then there's nothing else we could do at that point.
I am so disappointed I gave you Gotham Knights because that money could have gone to Gotham Knights instead of fucking Modern Warfare.
It's true. It's true. I mean, we're still playing Gotham Knights though. We just have our schedule's been fucking super busy. God, the game is so much fun, actually. Hold on. Did you see
Gotham Knights?
Yeah. Like it's.
Oh, Cliff's playing fucking Modern Warfare right now.
Yeah, him and Chris are playing.
You cocksucker.
They wanted to be on the podcast. I was like, no, you guys are playing Call of Duty. I can't have you on the podcast. They were like, what?
How do we add them in? Just fuck this overlay. Yeah. Everything's everywhere.
I can't see anything. Oh my god. And the overlay doesn't look bad. It's not great. I put it together and like,
no.
Yeah. Well, you know.
You're all Everly doesn't look bad. I'll take your word for it, sir. So I guess that's the next order of business. We're all playing Modern Warfare.
God damn it! I know.
You know what? I guess Dragonflight is next then, because if we're throwing everything out the window, if we're throwing everything out the window,
don't do this to me. Holy fuck!
What
you piece
is
of
happening?
Shit. I can't do it. Oh no!
What is Dragonflight?
It's a furry simulator.
Oh. How are we not already playing this?
No.
Yeah, they just added Scalies to the game.
Yeah. And I think
Scalies?
Yeah, the new race is hermaphrodite, I think is what they have in there.
How have I never heard of this?
You know, Brad is
deep dive. Somebody fucking break it down for me right now.
It's just World of Warcraft's new expansion.
What?
It's just World of Warcraft's new expansion. The new class that's coming out is a dragon class, which is it looks like a furry dragon, like one of those highly overly sexualized, like what are they called? Fucking
the sheer look of confusion on your face.
He wanted it to be a sexy video game. And
I thought it was like a weird VR chat. Fucking I'm a furry.
I still think we should do that. I have the VR ready to go. I just want to record one night in Furryville in VR chat or whatever.
That's how we do a fucking.
Holy fuck!
I'm telling you, a
do
VR
interviews.
podcast.
Oh.
You want to do the interviews?
Yeah. So I already have my character picked out for VR chat for this night. It's Steve Irwin.
I'm a stingray.
Yeah.
Middle of interview, I just run up and smack you and just dip out.
Just dead. Have you seen the people that have like the full
R.I.P. to a legend.
Yeah. Have you ever seen those people that have the full on like gyro sets, or not gyro, but it's like a full body suit and cam? So they can like move around and do different shit. And like there's a guy who like skateboards and shit. Like he like dress up like Tony Hawk and then like going to like VR parties or whatever. It's like, you guys want to see me do a backflip? Like fucking he'll have a trampoline and do like a backflip. Be like, oh, that's fucking sick.
I just watched a video about a guy who I think he spent like $12,000 and like 6 months putting together a full full haptic suit. Like he said, as close to Ready Player One as he could. He had like the smell pods where it simulates smells. He had like a temperature array to where like when he looked at the sun, he could feel the warmth of the sun. When he shot at zombies, he could smell gunpowder coming from the like just
weird
deep
shit
into it. And I was like, I want this.
Didn't you? Who was it? Was it you who showed me that thing about like the VR theme parks that they're building?
Yeah, wherever it was. It was definitely in one of our chats.
Yeah, but basically it's like you put on this headset, and you go through this warehouse that's been converted, and apparently the idea is it changes almost like a movie theater, like month to month or something like that. And so it's like a sci-fi thing where if there's this raging fire, there's going to be a space heater in there, or if there's a cryopod, it's going to be like cooling tubes or some shit like that. I don't know. And so you're exploring this environment with the same walls and stuff, so you can kind of be around and explore this sci-fi fantasy whatever realm.
Yep. I think it was first introduced when they were doing escape rooms. So they were having certain escape room stuff in VR, and then they started bringing it into more of like these theme park type of shit. I think that's super fucking cool. That is the borderline Ready Player One. Like, if we get to that point, because we're already close enough to it. The tech is just too. The tech itself isn't expensive. It's what you need to run the tech, which is so fucking expensive. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Server rooms and shit.
Oh no, just your own personal computer. You got to have a Ferrari to be able to run some of the shit that people are running. You know, it's like it's crazy. Have you heard the 4090s are literally melting?
Yep.
They're so hot. They're fucking. People are pulling their 16 pins out, and they're just fucking melted, and they're ruining their power supply units. They're ruining their fucking computers. Like just cooking the shit. It's wild, man. I feel happy that I have the 30 series, man.
I know. I just looked at mine. That's still in the box.
Well, it's warranted at least.
Yeah.
Do you warranty the everything, all of it?
Everything. I even just warranted my Dyson. Yeah, you heard me right. I got a Dyson.
I have a Dyson. Big deal.
It's a sick it. Fuck you. That's how you know you're getting old, when you're pumped about getting a new Dyson.
Yeah, dude. Buying appliances and like fucking beds and couches are like the hot thing. I don't give a shit about the new video game, Modern Warfare. I've been talking shit about that for 6 months.
I understand why my dad liked walking through Home Depot. That's a nice washer dryer combo. Yeah.
To be fair, like though, when you do buy a new bed, and you're like the first time you lie down on it, you're just like, pull that blanket up.
Yeah.
I immediately make it mine.
So, I upgraded my life. I buy like, what is it? Fucking 21,000 thread count. Fucking like, Egyptian cotton, like sheets and stuff. Bro. That's borderline. Me learning that, like, spend a little bit of fucking money on sheets. How long have you guys owned your sheets? Years?
Probably about 2 years now.
Yeah. Think of how much.
About a year.
How many miles those sheets get? So
spend out of bamboo.
Yeah, bamboo's another hot one too. But the fucking Egyptian cotton high thread count, it's like fucking sleeping on clouds, dude. Oh
It
my
sounds
god.
like too many threads.
No way.
It sounds like you'll slide off of them. It's too slippery.
No, it's nice and breathable too. Oh my god, it's so fucking good. It's so good. High thread count.
This is just gonna be like your underwear. I'm coming over and I'm jumping in your bed.
That's what I'm telling you. Come on over, man. I'll fucking let you lay in them, because there are 3 things in my life that have happened that I understand that this is a necessity from here on out. Like, you can never go back. It's high thread count. It's these fucking nut pouch underwear, and it's butt wipes. Those 3 fucking things have changed my entire existence.
Bidet. I challenge the butt wipes and I go to bidet.
But you still have, you can't like leave yourself wet after the bidet.
Hey, you just take like 2 little pieces of fucking, you just one little pass. You squirt that motherfucker. Sometimes it's better than coffee. You fucking like, okay, I gotta really wake up, and you just hammer fucking back the throttle, and you give yourself like a lightweight enema. Your eyes go from like this to wide open.
Open your
There's
mouth.
no snooze button on anal.
It's that fish fountain. The fucking
yeah.
I was like, I think I remember stumbling across a review for a bidet, and the best one out there was like, don't set it beyond like setting 3 or 4, because after that it feels like you picked a fight with Poseidon and he's gonna win.
Oh yeah.
But
There's definitely times where
bidets are
like it got up there.
Bidets are dope. Maybe it's also like it's a cleanliness thing. Like, I like to make sure that it's nice and cleaned out. You know, I feel like the bidet.
I like grind my ass around. I like lift the cheek this way, lift the cheek this way, ride it back and forth, dude. This fucking bidet is getting reverse cowgirl for me. I am working that shit, and it is getting in there. And by the time I'm done, all it takes is like 1, maybe 2 squares of toilet paper. I do a quick pass. I even do this after I'm done, because I'm that confident in how clean it is. Fuck it.
Best review it's ever gonna get. I mean, to be fair, like, that sounds a lot better than my technique, which is just scrub until you bleed in the shower.
I need to take you somewhere to get your.
What are you scrubbing with in the shower?
Well, so like, you know,
Brillo pads.
Yeah.
Steel wool.
Yeah, SOS. It's really clean out there.
What was that infomercial? Tidy Tushy. It was like a wand that just had like, it was like a toothbrush, but for your butthole.
Yep.
What was that? It had like this. It was like this big like arm, and it had these replaceable brushes.
Yep.
And that's what you would scrub your asshole with in the shower. It was ergonomically designed, so no matter what angle you were going for, you could get in there. And it had this like cone brush that had like an inner ring and an outer ring that was specifically, and the infomercial was just like, oh yeah, they're shoving that up the asshole. It was great.
God damn. Is that you looking it up on your phone right now? Is that what you do? Yep, there we go.
Something.
I
almost hope it doesn't exist.
Something Heine? The Shiny Heine.
The Shiny Heine. Yep.
Shiny Heine.
There's Shiny Heine, I don't think exists anymore. They have the butt scrubber personal hygiene aid. There's a few other things they have out there. The baby bum brush. Do you remember back when like all of it was really hot to do these crazy things, like people were fucking eating tapeworms and shit like that, right?
What?
We're back to tapeworms.
Well, there was a thing, it was called butt floss, right? And imagine it being,
remember the name.
It was like actual floss, but you ate it, and so when you pooped out the string, you could pull, and it was supposed to help pull everything out of your body. Like, it was a full hygienic cleaning thing, and it was like, apparently it was FDA approved or whatever the fuck. And then people were getting like fucking knots and shit in their stomach from not being, because it would just bundle up, and they were just trying to push out this fucking like Teflon fucking thing. Oh my god, it was wild. I remember reading about this being like, how the fuck did you come to that point in your life? Like, it's just choking down rope so you can pull it out of your ass. It's so fucking,
the 90s were a wild time.
It was fucking lawless, bro. We were throwing anything at the wall to stick. It was probably sold on Sharper Image or whatever.
Yeah. Sky Mall.
Yeah.
You're an airplane at 30,000 feet. I would love to pull that out my ass.
Oh my god, it's so fucking stupid.
And you know what's the worst part about that? Somebody made a grip off of it.
Yeah.
Until they got
Like
sued.
somebody got rich.
Yep.
Yeah, until like the massive lawsuits from all the people who had gastrointestinal tangling.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, because you weren't supposed to eat like they tell you you got like fucking 60 feet of like small intestine to get through or whatever. So people are just choking down fucking.
It's making me gag just think about it.
I know. I was thinking about just trying to like the string. You're like trying to swallow and keep this thing going down.
Just spraying lube in your mouth and just. Oh no. Wow. All right. So we've derailed. We've been on butt shit for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We like touched on video games for I think like a 5-minute span.
Yeah.
And we're moderately sober.
Yeah.
This is how I know the podcast that we did in real life when we were blacked out drunk are garbage.
They were again. They are fine to a point. We have me and you, Brad. Then we have me, you, and Sean, and then we came back for that last one. Okay. The me, you, Sean.
That last one has to have like a pop up to view it. Like I am over a 0.4 blood alcohol level.
That's on the Patreon. You got to pay for that. But it is like holy fuck. Like there's a point. Like we come back in and Sean is just wearing the emo wig, and he's just like,
oh man.
Oh fuck. It was wild. Can't understand a fucking word any of us are saying by the end of it. We're just like, we're all screaming at one another. There's a one point Brad just stands up and goes, fuck you, and then walks that way, and then walks back and sits down. What?
Oh, man.
And Audrey's doesn't even register on her radar.
Yeah, I have no idea where she was that night. Front room?
Probably just left.
Yeah. Oh, Christ almighty. You work tomorrow? You're off tomorrow, right?
I'm off tomorrow.
Let's go. You off tomorrow?
I can be.
I have to go paint a unit in the morning, but other than that, and I can go paint a unit whenever. So Papa Trev wakes up a little hungover.
Say less. I was hoping there was an alcohol bottle right there.
I know. I immediately started looking for alcohol. We drank last night. I woke up this morning. I was like, I'm pretty sure Brad's still in bed. Because we were supposed to record fucking
Ready or Not
today. And I was like, if I feel like this.
I think I woke up at 12.
Uh-huh.
I think I woke up at like 12. I had my girl start an IV on me today.
Yeah.
So,
You motherfuckers, I'm so mad. That's what we need. Bring that shit down. Bring it down. Whenever you come down. Not next.
I had it in San Diego.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, piece of shit.
I fucking smuggled 4 IV bags and everything. I know that's what TSA was going to be pissed about. Not the fucking laptop that I forgot to pull out. All the IV bags and fucking tubing.
Brad like fucking like we're like sitting there like getting shots. We're getting shit housed, and Brad like keeps going through his bag. And we're like, what are you doing? He's like, I usually keep all my like ammunition and guns in this bag when I go to my mom's. I'm just scared that there's gonna be like a mag or something that I forgot to pull out. So we're making this joke like, oh yeah, here it goes. Immediately go through, his bag gets pulled. Like we're like, oh no. And then
I mean, all it would take is for one bullet.
Yeah,
one bullet to be in there, and I'm fucking.
That's it. You're on a list.
Jailed or something. I don't know.
So it was just one of those things too where like, oh fuck, and like now we're just running through the scenario of like what it was. I was like, well, is your Switch in there? And he's like, yeah, my Switch and my laptop. I'm like, oh, you dumbass. Like, there it is. It's easy. Just tell him it's a laptop. Oh, we'll just run it again.
Fucking.
Oh, man. Fuck. That could have been the worst part that happened. But instead it was my phone being lost.
Woo, thank God. That shit was almost on me.
Dodge that bullet. Literally.
Fucking. Before I forget, as I keep looking over here at this masterpiece being printed, Dungeons and Dragons Night. Sean,
Yes.
you give me the fucking setting right goddamn now.
Okay. Sci-fi horror. There we go. Trevor, you already know it a little bit.
Okay.
Futuristic, very futuristic.
Aliens?
Fucking aliens. Well, you can't really see
That's
the-
great. Yeah, no, it's working out great.
It's like crazy aliens. Not just like, I'm talking about starfish aliens. You could play a sentient fucking jellyfish that like Blasto from Mass Effect 3. You know, like you could play a bug person. You
All right,
could play.
That's enough.
Okay.
I'm excited for this. This will be a lot
enough.
of fun. Did you guys see the article I sent you? There's that company that's designing D&D dice that fold out into miniatures. It's
Hasbro.
fucking
It's Hasbro.
Yeah, it's Hasbro.
Transformers.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's kind of fucking sick. I mean, it's not like we're ever using 90% of the die anyway, so it's like that'd be cool to fucking.
I'm so excited because A, I want to 3D print a bunch of props for this so we can just really dive in deep. And B, I can't wait to like see Sean just like try to hold it together while we're blacked out drunk trying to derail it. And he's like, hold on, because who was it that was like, Sean's actually really good at like trying to keep everybody on track. I was like, oh, just you fucking wait.
Well, so Sean does it like good both ways. He does it when he's like, we're trying to be real serious. And then he does it great where he just gets shithoused with us. Like,
And the one thing you need to know about tieflings is tiefling fuck.
remember when we played that arena game or whatever? Me, you, Cliff?
Oh yeah, it's like
We got fucking blacked out drunk just fucking playing that, and it was so much fun. We just it was a blast to do. End of the night, like last 35 minutes, we're all standing at the table like this, like where's it at? Like just could not function. It was like, I think we're done playing. All right, shots. Like oh man. Yeah,
I'm excited for that.
yeah. It'll be a blast. We'll have to plan out a weekend for this. I mean, you'll have to plan out a weekend, and you'll need to plan out a weekend because I get weekends off.
Yeah, we'll have to. Me and Sean will actually have to actively like plan this together.
Yeah,
On what weekend we could both get it off.
It's
together.
happening at my house. I need notice. A
I
week's
just
notice.
need to bring computer, camera. I'm trying to find another camera option so we have at least one more camera angle.
they film entire movies with just fucking cell phones nowadays. We'll just use
Sean?
a cell phone.
Sean has another camera sitting right there.
The one that you're looking into.
So dumb.
He turns behind him. Where in this dungeon?
Is it in the cage?
Remove this part. Remove this part.
No,
Oh, it's staying in, obviously.
I'm clipping it. That's gonna be the new channel trailer.
It's like fucking Zoolander. The files are in the computer.
Yeah, Sean, I want to get you that mic stand so you can set
Yeah,
up.
that I left there when I was hungover in the morning.
I wrapped up the mic. I put it on his shoes, and I put his shoes on top of the mic stand, so it's all nice and neat together. Sean pulls it all apart, puts his shoes on, grabs the mic, leaves.
You had to go out of your way to not take the mic stand.
Yeah, literally.
Got the mic right here.
Oh man. I mean, I'll just have to get it to you soon anyway. Then we can get off the headset stuff.
Yeah, that'd be like, I don't know. It's like, it kind of works with my hair.
It does.
This beautiful, luscious hair that I
Oh, I mean,
have.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
The next episode is gonna be like after like Trevor pins me down when I come back and like he shaves my head.
No, I'm not shaving your head. I'm just fucking pulling your pants down and taking a picture of your ass. I'm just gonna fucking you have hair on the top of your head, but the amount of hair on your ass is like you're the missing link between monkey and man.
Rob Schneider and the fucking animal.
Back the ass. Christ almighty. All right, so we're off tomorrow. Semi off tomorrow. We're gaming tonight.
Yeah, let's just go full retard.
Full retard.
It sounds good to me.
Fucking Sean Penn. Let's go. I am Sam.
Ow, now he falls on the cake. Fuck, man, that movie broke my goddamn heart. It was so sad.
I was at work today,
Uh-huh.
and I was one of the customers who came in was a little person, and like I was the guy up at the time, so I was helping him out, and I was just like, okay, yeah, well, like
Give
if
him
you
a
want, I
boost.
can give you a full tour of the car, all that stuff. He's like, yeah, can I take it for a test drive? And I'm just like, I pause and I look at him, and he's like, I have pedal extenders. I'll just move them from my car to this one. And I was like, yeah, sure, here we go.
Like, I gotta see this. Let's go, dude.
Oh, and there was another
You want
point.
to test drive the Tundra? This was lifted.
It's getting fucking stilts.
And there was another point in time where I was just pointing things out in the car. I was like, and it's like, this is like, these are cool features. This is a cool feature. But like, if this is something I really like, I just really like the little things. And I just stop and I look at him and he's like, bro, I've been living my entire life this way. It's fine.
What a cool dude, man. What a cool dude.
I think you kind of have to be. I think life doesn't give you a choice.
Yeah.
In that instance,
I'll
never forget fucking St. Patrick's Day in Placerville. There was a little person walking down the street. We were driving down Main Street, and he was walking from like Liar's Bench or something, and Zach Whitman was on mushrooms in the back seat, and he's all, no fucking way, and just rips the door open, just like jumps out while the car's moving, and chases this guy down, tackles him, and starts screaming, holy fuck, I caught a leprechaun, and then immediately gets his ass beat by all this guy's friends. We're like, what the fuck's that? And they just jump. He didn't even finish to say, I caught a leprechaun, before like they were already just punching the shit out of him. He's like, oh, he's on shrooms, so he's like, oh no, it's okay. And just like dude, you get what's coming to you. But like, I feel like this, too many of those scenarios probably happen on like a daily basis.
I feel like so, because like it was one of those things when we were in Vegas for my 21st. Remember when we went out to the Mirage, and that fucking Vern Troyer dude was like walking by, but remember he had those fucking two big ass burly like bodyguards with him, but he was so shithoused. The bodyguards were holding him, like trying to keep him held up, but because they're so tall, they just kind of like had him lifted a little bit, so his feet were like barely touching the ground, and he was just like shithoused. And we came around the corner, and I wasn't trying to be a dick, but we'd have been on mushrooms too, man. Like, so I turned the corner, I was like, and he fucking full of, I'm gonna fucking find this guy. I was like, holy shit, bro, I wasn't trying to be rude, man. It's just a funny scenario to walk into. And I get it, and I feel bad, man. Most of
on that note, next week, you join us as we get petitioned by the 500,000 Man March.
Yep.
Which is just 1 million of those little fuckers march around outside. See what I did there? 500,000 man.
I was gonna say,
canceled.
You can bring 1 million of them. It's still only 500,000. Jesus Christ, we're going to hell.
Legitimately though, coolest customer I've had in a long time.
Mm-hmm. Do you buy the car?
So
he's not that cool.
So you don't get to call him a customer.
No, he's a real piece of shit.
No, I'm just a bad salesman.
I would have stole one of his pedal extenders.
You want it?
You want the brake side or the gas side?
Oh no. All right. Well, this is good anyway because this is towards the end of the podcast. Nobody watches this anyway.
Nah, it's just us. Just trying to get that algorithm going. Don't touch my phone while I watch these.
All right, when's your next day off, Brad? This upcoming week?
Tomorrow.
for the following podcast?
Saturday.
Okay, so we're recording on Saturday.
No.
Oh, you'll be down here, huh?
I'll be at my mom's.
Maybe. Hopefully you have COVID.
If I don't have COVID, yeah.
Yep.
I take a test tomorrow.
All right,
Find
Sean.
out.
When's your next day off outside of tomorrow?
Tuesday.
It's too early. About
Wednesday.
you can shoot for Wednesday. We'll fill you in.
What just beduped me?
Now we're just at a point where we're just cycling people for this fucking podcast. I say
Yeah, we do.
I say we do a big one. We get everybody in. We get Chris. We get fucking Cliff.
Way too much.
Yeah,
I want it to be a nightmare.
I want it so there's I wish I could put just a slight delay on what you hear and what I hear, so everybody always ends up talking over one another.
How many people can you get in one Discord call? God, what was that?
I think the server
what was that
holds
game
99.
show. Was it Celebrity Squares?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that many of us.
Yeah. People have to squint to see who's talking.
Yeah. Fucking Drew Carey, no shit. Rat King's obviously in the middle.
Yeah. Always in the middle. And I want it so like he has tunnels to each people, and then we'll just swap his camera throughout the thing.
Just end up like that SNL skit, David Pumpkins just like creep up behind someone.
Oh man.
Oh Christ. All right.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween tomorrow. Hope you guys stay safe. Watch out for those full AKs inside your Snickers bars and
Yeah. Like
Bring him to me.
bring them.
multicolored fentanyl.
Yeah. Again, it's just the weirdest thing to me. I mean, I guess it happens. We were with someone not too long ago, and they said that their sister or cousin or some bullshit found drugs in their candy last year or something like that. And I was like,
Which house?
yeah. Because if anybody's
I'll party.
giving away free drugs, just let me know. I'll go hang out. Hell, I'll drop them a 20.
Yeah.
Shit doesn't happen, man. Maybe we should start that trend. I'm gonna buy some drugs for Halloween. Here you go, kids. Oh.
Is there like a bad joke? Never mind.
Text it to me.
Wow, okay. If it's just, you say like, maybe not.
Yeah,
That's like-
yeah.
I usually don't have the filter, so if you're
I was gonna say, is there
all right,
anything
so it's not that
like,
bad. Here we go.
like sex offenders have to like put on their door so that like people know like to stay away? Because like I'll put one of those up right now just so I don't have to deal with people knocking on my door all night.
Oh, interesting.
But then I was like, ugh, that's kind of a mark you can't get rid of.
I mean, I know they have to register if they're within an area, right?
I know, but then but then people start coming around, and then they're like, "Oh, there's a sex offender lives there." And next thing you know, like just a joke to keep people from knocking on my door turns into like, "I gotta move, guys."
I mean, the way you do it is like you do it 2 years in a row. This is what I found out. You do it 2 years in a row, and when the kids come to your door, you only hand out vegetables, like get like fucking carrot packs and like broccoli and shit like that. That word spreads around the community. It's like, yeah, just don't go to that house. It's fucking odd. They don't give you candy. Like, don't put anything up. Give them a fucking a Jesus brochure and vegetables. Guaranteed. No kids will show up to your fucking house for the next
I should
10
have taken
years.
everything those guys had yesterday. How many pamphlets you got? Halloween's right around the corner. I'm gonna spread the good word.
I think the best one I've seen was actually like something I stumbled across today, and he called it like disappointment orbs. And he like undoes Ferrero Rochers, eats them, and just puts a Brussels sprout, a cooked Brussels sprout, in the Ferrero Rocher thing.
God, could you imagine that getting like a Cadbury, popping it open, and then it just being an actual hard boiled egg? Like, I'm like, oh, the fuck! Oh man. I've been trick-or-treating forever. Let's go Is it taboo at a certain age? Like, I guess we don't.
Oh yeah,
because we don't have kids, right? But like the
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
Borrow some kids. We'll rent some kids.
I'm at that point where I'm.
That sounded really bad.
double down. We're not going trick or treating. We're going around the neighborhood asking for signatures, allowing them to move into their neighborhood. Like, I have to let you know I'm an offender.
Hey,
there's a group of kids behind you just trying to get some candy.
Oh! I see you have full Reese's. Anyway, sign this. Oh my god. Because I feel like that's a weird thing. I'm at that point now where I'm too old to do the Halloween parties, but too.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Too old to go trick or treating. Not old enough to like Halloween parties are still our thing. I mean, not the kinds where you go out and get
Yeah, because we
blasted.
can buy alcohol for all those kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that
believe
cool-
you did.
we're that cool older dude.
Yeah.
how do you do, fellow kids?
Yeah. I keep getting older. They keep staying the same age.
God, that line and that joke, like she told me she was 18. Like the older I get, the weirder and creepier it gets.
I watched Dazed and Confused not too long ago, and I'm like, oh, this movie is not PC by like how it even came out like during
It's
that
so
time.
good.
Like it's great fucking movie, but like even for its time, it's like this wasn't shot in the 70s. You know what I mean? Like, oh fucking hell. Christ. All right,
kids. Catch you next time.
We're
Sean,
out of
don't
here.
you dare.
Don't do what?
Don't do it. Trevor, do your thing. Sean, you shut your fucking mouth.